Hey everyone, I'm Richard, lead gameplay and AI developer with Metalhead Software. In our last video, we touched on several new features to the game modes, including franchise mode and the customization suite. In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into the on-field changes to gameplay in Super Mega Baseball 3. Overall, gameplay remains true to the Super Mega Baseball series, with fast-paced games and gratifying gameplay mechanics. SMB3 builds upon the previous game's core on-field play to produce a more well-rounded and much improved baseball simulation. Perhaps the biggest changes in Super Mega Baseball 3 are the new base stealing and pickoff mechanics. A lot of people requested improvements to base stealing in SMB2, so this was high on our priority list to address in SMB3. Base runners now take off immediately when you press the steal button. Timing your steal with a pitcher's delivery is now key to successfully stealing a base. When pitching, throw a pickoff by pressing the D-pad button corresponding to the base you want to throw to. If the runner is not careful and tries to steal, the pickoff throw will catch the runner in a rundown. Otherwise, if no steal command is given, the runner will automatically slide safely back into the base and the play quickly resets. We have also added pass balls and wild pitches to the game. Catchers with low fielding skill are particularly prone to having the ball get past them, especially on pitches in the dirt. The drop third strike rule is now also in effect, allowing the batter to try to safely advance to first base if a third strike gets past the catcher. Another big new addition is situational player traits. Each player has 0, 1, or 2 traits that affect their skills or abilities at specific moments. These effects can be positive or negative. For example, the RBI man trait increases the player's power and contact when batting with runners in scoring position, while the BB prone trait sees pitchers suffer a drop in accuracy when pitching in 3 ball counts. While players still have the same core skills like power, speed, and velocity as they did in SMB2, these new player traits help differentiate the players from one another and make the players with these traits that much more unique and special. For fans of single player and co-op play, we have completely rewritten the batting AI. We captured hundreds of thousands of data points of humans batting and used that data to model our new batting AI. For example, you will see the AI be more patient when early or ahead in the count, and be more prone to striking out on breaking balls out of the zone. The AI will also be more crafty when deciding when to steal, when to put on a hit and run, and when to put down a suicide squeeze. When you're at the plate, a big change you will notice right away is the new dynamic swing reticle. The new reticle provides a better visualization of where you will make contact with the ball and how much power you can generate in your swing. The diameter of the outer circle is controlled both by your batter's contact skill and the batting ego that you play at. Higher contact skill and lower batting ego gives you a larger reticle, while lower contact skill and higher ego gives you a smaller reticle. The inner dot indicates your hitter's power and scales up or down in size accordingly. You will also notice that during a power swing, the reticle shrinks slightly, making it harder to make contact with the ball. Some of the new situational traits will also affect the batter's power and contact in certain parts of the strike zone, and these effects are reflected in the reticle. Power pitching has also received a facelift. The longer you hold the power pitch button for, the higher your power pitch score gets. But hold the button for too long, and your reticle will explode, and you'll lose a lot of accuracy on your pitch. We have also made the pitching reticle a bit more difficult to control, both for normal pitches and for power pitches. You will need to up your pitching game if you're going to keep those power hitters at bay. Pitching staffs are now more unique. No longer does every team have 4 starting pitchers, 3 relief pitchers, and 1 closer. Some teams may not even have a dedicated closer, while other teams may have 1 or more pitchers with the new SP/RP pitcher role type. SP/RP pitchers receive no Mojo penalty regardless of how they are used. They are ideal for long relief appearances, or for emergency starts in place of an injured starter. We've also added some additional ways to control base runners. While the shoulder buttons can still be used to advance or retreat all runners at once, the trigger buttons now allow you to advance just the lead runner or hold just the trailing runner. If you grew up playing baseball video games in the 90s, then you'll be excited that there's a few extra controls that were made just for you. You can now advance or retreat an individual base runner by holding down the D-pad button corresponding to the base that you want the runner to run to and hitting one of the face buttons. This way, individual base runner commands can be given without having to ensure that the proper runner is selected first. Fielding errors have also been heavily reworked. Fielders that stay on their feet are much more likely to catch the ball, while fielders that dive or slide are more prone to dropping hit balls. Now, only the best fielders will be able to repeatedly make successful diving catches. Also, fielders will behave much better in rundowns. When a runner is caught in a pickle, fielders will run towards the throw and keep the momentum going to make it easier to tag out the runner. Furthermore, we heard the community's complaints loud and clear when it came to selecting the correct fielder in SMB2. SMB3 does a better job at automatically picking the right fielder for the given hit. There's also now a dedicated switch fielder button that can be used to switch control to the next closest fielder, overriding that automatic selection. We have also added player names on the field underneath your selected player. This will help you become more acquainted with your roster, especially in franchise mode where players are coming and going from your team. Another common complaint brought up in SMB2 regarded how Mojo persisted in season and elimination modes. Some of you may have found the game difficulty was affected a little too much by how hot or how cold your team was in terms of their Mojo, and that this could lead to streaks that were too easy to keep up or to frustrating slumps that were too difficult to dig yourself out of, unless you constantly tweak your ego settings. In SMB3, we've addressed this by capping how hot or how cold your team's Mojo can be on aggregate from game to game in our season, elimination, and franchise modes. This is achieved by adjusting your players' Mojo levels between games based not just on their own performance, but rather their performance relative to their teammates. Finally, our ego difficulty system is back and it's been enhanced to be an even bigger challenge at the highest ego levels. If you can beat the new Ego 99, then, well, you're a better player than me. Thanks for watching this video. We are super excited to get SMB3 to you guys and hear your feedback. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter, and join the Reddit community at r/SuperMegaBaseball. Until next time.